Hey everybody, it's Lynn here from A Bit of Birdsong. I've missed everybody so much. That was a long break, longer than I intended. I took a vacation to Ocean Isle Beach for a whole week. Some of you probably saw the videos from that, but I'm back. I'm back home, I'm back in my garden, I'm back at work, and I have a new journal that I'm going to be working in. I want to make one of my everything journals. I've been cleaning out the workshop, cleaning up, cleaning out. You know how it gets in a workshop or an art room, or even if you just work out of a vintage suitcase, it gets full and you get things that you need to just sort through. I thought I would turn the camera on and we're just going to work on some things. I'm going through stacks of stuff, charms, beads. I was just putting some beads on these strings before I turned the camera on, and I'm going to stop on this because I can take some beads in tonight and work while I sit on the couch. And I thought what I would do is just get inside the journal and start making things to go on the inside. I know I want to use one of these bead charms. So hopefully you can see me okay. You can see the journal okay, I mean. When I make what I call everything journals, they really do have everything in them. They're just colorful, they're wonderful, they have all kinds of papers, and they're really fun to go back and look at. So let's just start going through some of this paper, and let's see what we can put in. See what we have. I know that I want to use some of this fabric that I recently purchased. I bought quite a few of these fat quarters because I just like the little print. And let's get some of these. Let's get some of these chickens in here. You might wonder how to use fabric in a junk journal. I sewed this piece with a zigzag stitch on the page before I bound the page into the journal. You can glue fabric in, you can slow stitch it. I think it would be really pretty to slow stitch this one. So let me just grab some thread that's close by. And I can find my needles. They're here somewhere. Okay. What do I want? Maybe I must like this needle because it's already got thread in it of a different color. But I want this red, and I hope this is not going to be too hard. This fabric that the page is made out of is kind of a tough fabric. Oh no, that's going in great. But I like it because it's heavy enough to feel like a page, but it's still fabric. I hope I left enough hanging off to tie. I hope I cut a piece that's long enough to go all the way around. The pages in this journal are made of all sorts of papers, and like I said, there's fabric in here, and I like to use pages that have been on my art desk, protecting the fabric underneath. I like to use vintage book pages and just everything. I don't think I can do that with my left hand. I was going to try though. I've never tried that. I should turn the book upside down. But let's just carry on the way we're going. We had the best time at the beach. It was so amazing. The weather was wonderful. I'm so grateful for that. because of the storms that were surrounding our trip, I really didn't know what we would end up with. And I might have mentioned before, when you plan a trip a year ahead or 8 months ahead or whatever, you really don't know what kind of weather you're going to get. So I'm very, very grateful that we had a safe trip and that we had good weather. It was really wonderful to be with all of my children. There was one son who didn't go, and we really missed him, but he's fine. He didn't go this time. But I had 3 of my 4 children and all 3 of my grandchildren, and of course my sweet Jason. So it was a wonderful, wonderful trip. Now we have our little chicken in here, and I just left these threads hanging off here so that I could tie those. I'll cut a little bit off of that, but we might leave those hanging down like that. And why don't we find a piece of paper that would be fun to stamp on. And is that the one I want? I think that'll be okay. I don't know. I might change my mind before I get my stamps over here. And maybe I can pull this out without losing anything. This is my vintage alphabet stamp. So let's get an ink pad. Maybe we'll do it in blue. And let's cut that down a little bit. I don't know, do I want to use this? I wonder if I have any tags that are pre-made. Oh, that's fun. Let's switch. Let's switch to this. And yeah, that's going to be okay to use. And let's say H. E. Guess what we're going to spell? N. N. We might do something on the other side of that tag later, but for right now, that's all I want to do. And I have, let me find it. I found this little tag. It says, "Thank you for your purchase. Center of the Yarniverse." Now, I didn't order from them. I think I found this tag. I think I bought it secondhand, maybe when I was shopping at the scrap exchange. It could have been at Reconsidered Goods. I don't know. But why don't we just pin all this together, because I like using all sorts of stuff. We'll put the tag on there, and we will use this little bulb pin or pear clip, as it's called sometimes, and just pin it right to the page. This is going to be an everything journal that's just fun to go back and look at. And we could write on the other side of this. So there's a fun journaling spot. Okay, I like that. And looks like I didn't get quite in the center. Oh, how did I let that fall so far down? That's ridiculous. But it's going to be okay. Oh yeah, I'm not worried about that. That's going to be okay, because we're going to be taping all sorts of pages in here as we keep working in this book. Ooh, there's a fun button. It looks like it just goes right there on the front. And that would make me wonder what I did with my needle. Did I put it away? I see this red thread here. I don't know. I'm horrible. I'm horrible with things like this. This is a really, really good reason for me to have a workshop that's separate from the house and the cats. And you know what? Let's get a bigger needle if I can get this to work. How big is that? Let's get that little stapler thingy off of there. That probably held it on the card it was on. Yeah, I think a bigger needle can go through here. I don't remember if I put that needle away when I was done. Oh, no, that's a safety pin. If anybody knows, please tell me. Maybe I'll see when I go back and watch this. Let's see here. I don't want to just bore the daylights out of everybody. So if you don't like slow videos like this, feel free to just skip or, you know, come back for one that's more edited and not quite so slow. But I kind of like seeing things and just listening. You know, if I'm in my workshop, I like hearing people work on things and talk about things. Let's see if I can get the needle right through the center of the ruffle. There we go. Maybe this thread that was already on this needle will work. That way I don't. So all I'm doing, I'm just going through like this. So we've got that on that side and this over here. And then let's put it through here. And I'm going to go ahead and just cut that off. I'll go ahead and put this needle away. Honestly, I need to pay more attention. And then I'm just going to tie this. Might even leave that thread hanging down. So that's really quick. And we have that on the front. It's really pretty. What do we want to do? Let's see what we have. I love things like this. So this little stamp that was already on the map page. Let's cut that out. And we will glue it on the on this bird page. I was at a local thrift store. It's really turned into one of my favorites. They have a lot of nice books. And we might just glue that on here. But I found a book about bird watching for 50 cents. And it's older, as you can tell from the page. I might grab that book and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So let's put this right here and make it look like some sort of stamp. What I loved about it is the size of the pages are just perfect for going right into a junk journal. And I love it when books are bound like this because you can go to the center of a signature and you can find the threads. And you can just cut, like, let's snip that one, and then once they're cut, they will pull straight out and they're still folded and they're perfect, just the perfect size. And you will have a few that'll pull out like this. Let's see if that one will. And then, so these are glued in. And that's the way that kind of binding is done. So when you get to these, it might stay together. I don't know. Yeah, it sure did. And then But anyway, that's the way that binding goes. So I love finding books like this with the old pages. And it seems kind of crazy, but once this is done, I might turn this into a book, you know? Anyway, there's that. So we've got our little stamp on here. And then what I think is fun is to take some more official looking stamps and stamp some more. And maybe we will use, we've already used this blue. Let's use the peacock feathers and put that on there. I know I have one more of these somewhere, but I'm not seeing it. Where did it go? Here it is. Let's pick a different color. Let's see here. Has that got ink on it? Not bad. Let's go with this abandoned coral. And we'll just put that one up there. I love that. I love that so much. We might put a ruffle on this page. I don't really have one ready to go. But let's get the rest of the ink off of here. And I didn't really do that with the other one. Probably should. So much more we can add to that page. And I'm just wondering, so this right here, let's go ahead. I have really good scissors across the room. I just don't feel like going over there to get them. These are some very sharp, small paper scissors. I want to make a ruffle to go on this page. So let me, I don't want it to be too big though. Is that going to be, it's not going to be too much. Let me do that and I'll be right back. So I just made one straight stitch down the center of this. And then if you take that top thread only and pull the fabric, it's going to gather. And where is that? Jay, I don't know if you're listening, but I drove past the hotel that you stayed in, and it was raining today, exactly like it was raining when we got together in the lobby to do the artwork. I mean, just rivers of water everywhere. I thought about you. We sure had fun. So let's see if we can just straighten this ruffle out a little bit. Sometimes I sew them to the page, and sometimes I just glue them. I wonder if that's going to be too much right there against that other ruffle. I don't think so, because when I've made journals before, it's like the more the merrier. So let's just go ahead. I'm going to put a big line of glue here so that it really holds. And we're going to try to just lay this right down in it, all the way down. I love tacky glue. I think I say that in every video. Never had trouble with it holding paper or fabric, and it grabs kind of fast, and they actually make a fast grab. So what I'm going to do with this is put a couple of large paper clips on here. Okay. Yeah, that's going to be fine. This journal is going to be so much fun. So I can't believe it, but we've probably already been on here about 20 minutes. Might not be so long once I edit. but I think I'm going to go ahead and stop, except I have this interesting, let's cut this down some. I wonder if these still work. Since I'm too lazy to go get my good scissors, let's just use this. That would be a good journaling spot. And I like that it has the eye on it. Let's do that. And then let's punch a hole. And I don't think that's the one I use, or is it? No, it's not. Let's see if it works. I don't know if this is going to work or not. Well, it worked well enough. I don't know where my other tool is. That worked fine. And we want something fun to put in there. And I'm sure I have some sort of trim. I'm just sure I do. Wow, look at that old rickrack. I don't know if I have the heart to tear that open. I'm not going to tear that open because I've been wanting to make a sewing display with all vintage things. So let's find something else. Oh, look at these beautiful threads. These were gifted to me and I appreciate it so much. Hello. I wonder if I can fit both of these through here. And maybe I can actually double it and get those to go through. If I can just grab those. Yay! I'm going to tie these at the top so that it's kind of puffier or fuller instead of just pulling them through. Let's see if I can tie a knot here. I think that's going to hold. There are my scissors. Okay. That. All right, I have to stop. This video is going to be so long I won't be able to upload it, but I promise I'll be back really soon and we will keep working on this journal. Ooh. That needs to go somewhere. Oh, I like it in here. Okay, that can stay right there to dry. I'll be back soon. Bye for now.